All right, new weapons. Now, I think I'm going to make a detailed video on these, but I know some people might rush one, but I think mine has to be delayed a little because I want to do Lyney, Lynette, and Hydra MC. So it's kind of hard to do it right now. And my audio setup's scuffed until tomorrow. But, KN, thanks for 1,000 bits. I can't, I'm not opening Discord right now, but I'm going to unmute my alerts. I will say, some of these weapons need some math to be done. But from my understanding, a lot of them look pretty good. So first of all, we're not getting an HP sword, which is, I thought I knew that we were going to get an HP sword prototype for Fontaine. We're not. So that sucks. But Lyney's bow is pretty insane for Lyney. We think. How would I know? I don't know. I'm saying it's a pretty insane bow that if Lyney's kit works, though, like if you can use all the stats, it's insane. That's what I mean. There's no leaks here. I'm just saying if you can use all of these stats, it's really good. That is what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying. So the first great magic bow. First of all, this looks fucking sick. There's a staff with a bow, but don't be baited by the looks because it is for charge attackers. But it's also just good because it has a lot of crit damage and base attack. So we're gonna read it. First of all, Bow of Homa. Damage dealt by charge attacks increased by 16%. So good stats plus 60% charge attack. So far, so good. Then every party member with the same elemental type. Oh, mono pyro, mono hydro, mono electricity. You gain 1 stack. And then when you have 1, 2, or 3 stacks, you have attack, and then you have movement speed. Movement speed's cool, but it's kind of whatever. But it's kind of cool. Maybe it matters for like Lyney's like cat form, but anyways, I don't actually know. And then the attack is nice. So like if you can make use of this attack, even if it's like just 32 instead of the 48, like 32, and then 60% charge attack damage, and then also 66 crit damage, like basically a Homa. It's pretty good. Pretty fucking good. Yeah, like Freeze Ganyu has 2 crowd characters. Even Big Tonka Tanari. So yeah, its movement speed is fucking useless. I mean, yeah, but it's cool. But it's a nice looking bow, good stats. But obviously there'll be exact weapon rankings for like each character when I make a video on it. So yeah, we have a new fucking fishing weapon now. I'm gonna be real. This shit looks goofy. I want it, so I might have to fish again. It's called Fleuve Cendre Ferryman. Which is basically the catch, but reversed. It's skill damage. So it gives you energy recharge, like the catch, and then increases skill crit rate and your energy recharge after you use your skill. I assume at R5 this is gonna be doubled. Wait, no, catch is 12%, right? So it's probably 12 as well. I assume it's the same as catch. Well, let's just assume it's the same as catch. So yeah, it looks good, but for who is like the question mark. It's a sword. It's probably future characters. Like for now, you can be like, oh, like, you know, Alhaitham like skill, but it's like, do you need that much ER on Alhaitham? Probably not. And then a lot of like, yeah, it's like, you know, yeah, you can use them like Singcho or something, but it really looks like future characters. Albedo doesn't need 45 plus 16, maybe like 24, I think, percent energy recharge. Albedo presses E and then swaps. So it's like, and Harbinger of Dawn gives you, oh yeah, oh my god, Harbinger of Dawn, oh my, yo, Harbinger of Dawn is so much, Harbinger of Dawn literally shits on this for Albedo. But yeah, anyways, it looks really cool, so I want it, and I assume there's no way they design a weapon for Fontaine and then don't make a character that can use it. So yeah, maybe Lynette, I don't know what the fuck she does, maybe another fucking sword character that's coming out, probably. So keep that in mind, because I also noticed that, okay, I also noticed that scrolling down, there's a lot of weapons that buff your skill, or when you use a skill or some shit. Like, maybe I'm lying and I just remembered incorrectly, but I could have sworn. Yeah, when using an elemental skill, okay, yeah, when using a skill, like, it obviously gives you attack, which means it doesn't have to be for a skill character, but if you're gonna make so much shit around your elemental skill, there's probably gonna be characters that can use it. Probably.
Check Korean Genshin Twitter.
Anyways, okay, other weapons. There's new Battle Pass weapons, fucking finally, and there's new free-to-play weapons. As I said, I think I'll make either one video encompassing both, or one comparing Battle Pass weapons, and the other for the free-to-play ones. But with that in mind, Sign of the Blazing Sun. Wait, should I go through all of them today? Sure. Well, I mean, okay. Make one vid per weapon. Who do you think I should pull, Yelan or Kokomi? I am the biggest fan of Kokomi Nation, but Yelan's also broken. So the correct answer is one of two things, either both or pick the one that is most needed in your teams. For example, you're playing like Freeze, you don't have Mona, you want a good off-field Hydro, maybe Hyper Bloom, Kokomi. On the other side, you're playing like a Vape team, or you want some like with your Xingqiu, you could do like Hu Tao, Xingqiu, like Yelan. It depends on the team you're playing. They're both good. Sound of the Blizzard, sound after charge against an opponent, Sapphire will ascend, dealing attack, and then you also get the opponents take more charge attack damage from the wielder. So you get crit rate, high base attack, and more charge attack damage. So basically, kind of like a Verdescent Hunt, but less crit rate, and then the effect will give you charge attack damage, basically. So if you're a charge attacker, you can use this, but this is a battle pass weapon. Sacrificial Yade gives you this one is weird. I remember reading this. So this one gives you a fuck ton of crit rate, but the base attack is really low. So that's really good if you're like an HP scaling character or like anything else. I mean, it's still fine for attack because you can Bennett buff, whatever, but a lot of crit rate.
Sorry,
but then the effect is weird as fuck.
So I thought they reposted it.
All good. The effect is really weird. It's when not on the field, max HP will be increased and EM will be increased. And then when you're on the field for 10 seconds, it's canceled. Now, being on the field for 10 seconds is a lot. Even like some DPS characters aren't even on for that long. Like if you're just like, you can swap. So crit Komi? Yeah, actually. It's like weird. Like this crit is a lot to where even if it's not supposed to be good, it's probably fine if you have like attack buffs or a non-attack scaling character. But outside of that, it's kind of weird. I do think Yai... I'd have to see the calculus of Solar Pearl, but Yai, if you go EM Sands, and then you have EM buffs, this is probably 80 at R5. Oh, it's a battle pass. It's probably fine, but like, wait, what this? Let me look up Solar Pearl. It's 20, right? What's the percentage on Solar Pearl? 27 crit rate, and then yeah, 20. Yeah, like. Yeah, no, I actually forgot how much this is. No, I would like, yeah, no, Solar Pearl is, yeah. So I think this is for a future character because it's HP, EM, off field. Probably a future character. I'll probably make a video on these though, but yeah. Ballad of the Fjords is a polearm that gives you crit rate and EM. So another Shangling buff. Oppa. Tell me why Shangling is so OP. I mean, you probably still use the catch, but another option. Dude, Shangling has so many options, but it's also good for Hu Tao. Because Deathmatch is like pretty decent on her, but the effect will give you attack. Whereas this one's effect gives you EM, which is really good for Hu Tao. Really fucking good. Is this gacha? It is battle pass. So Yesent, these are battle pass. Talking Stick, fucking amazing name. I remember, okay, first of all, I have to say, there are very few weapons in all of Genshin that I think are better than Serpent Spine. Like, yeah, you can be like 5-star weapons, but even some 5-stars aren't as good as Serpent Spine. Serpent Spine is fucking stupid. It's so good. But with that in mind, Talking Stick. Attack will be increased by 16% for 15 seconds after being affected by Pyro. Okay, Bennett. What the fuck? I mean, Bennett affects you by Pyro instantly. It doesn't matter, but okay. Well, it does matter, but like Bennett Pyro affects you if you just use his burst. Dea? Yeah, Dea. Anyways, let me keep reading it. All elemental damage bonus will be increased by 12% after being affected by Hydro Cryo. Who is this? Okay, wait. Okay. 12% when you're affected by Hydro, Cryo, Electro, or Dendro. So, I mean, I get, like, okay, you can't really use Serpent Spine in like Burgeon because you like with Dea, you take a fuck ton of damage, you lose your Serpent Spine stacks, right? So maybe Talking Stick, you get me? Because you can't stack. Yeah, Dea's getting a buff, but it's a battle pass. Now I know this is cope, but I will say Serpent Spine is so broken that it doesn't matter if the next Claymore isn't as good because just pick Serpent Spine. I know that's like a cringe take, but you know, it's a battle pass, you're paying for it. You don't want to pay and get a battle weapon, right? So, yeah. I mean, there. Am I missing something? Maybe? Oh my god. Oh my god. remember when the Battle Pass first came out? No, you don't. You were like 12. But listen, people were like, no, it's bad. Because what if you're playing Diluc and there's burning grass and then you lose your stats? With the talking stick, that helps you. In version 4.5, the Abyss will be all grass and talking stick will be meta because you're going to be burning grass. True. All right, so yeah, that's the meta.